In this video, I would like to discuss about journaling. Journaling is one of the most important routines that you have to do every time, probably every week. And it's something that it's probably my only regrets in trading, that I didn't start to journal earlier. So what this means is that every trade that you take, you want to record it somewhere. You want to take a screenshot of that trade and to write a few notes about what made you took that trade. And everything has to be technical. Never write about how you feel. Never write negative things, emotional things. Never talk bad about yourself in your journaling, because there are many traders who just put negative notes, emotional notes. They don't have any usage. So what would you like to show in journaling is to have your trade. Let's assume we have this trade, and you want this to show clear where you entered, where was your stop loss, and where did you took profits on this trade. So if you use something like TradingView, you can, I like to use this callout where I just add a text with an arrow, and I can write here that stop loss at the half of the candle. So I like to write something like this, that I added the stop loss at the half of the candlestick. Also because the candle body is big, so it shows that it's going up, and it shows a strong rejection below with this long wick. So that gave me the confidence to have a smaller stop loss. You can also write here the entry signal, that the price closed above the moving average. Simple. You can also write that the stop loss was trailed 3 points below the moving average every day. So every day you had that stop loss. So you can write also when you started to trail that stop loss, or you can have like a vertical line. I like to put a vertical line. So after this day, I started to trail the stop loss. When I see this big body candle, I just move the stop loss to the moving average, and since then it stayed there, going up, securing profits. Then you might want to have another line showing exactly where you exited. You also want to see the exact day, the exact price, and how the exit indicator looked. And from here, you can just have take a screenshot. To take a screenshot in Windows, there is a tool that you can use for that, the snipping tool, and there is so it's the Windows key on your keyboard, the Shift key and the S key. If you press them in the same time, then from here you can just drag from where to where you want your screenshot to be. You see, Windows will save it here, and if I click on it, I can just click Save As and save this into my computer. Or you can have like a PowerPoint presentation where on each page you put one of those screenshots, and then in that PowerPoint presentation you can also have other notes if you want to take them later. So if I just copy this and open a PowerPoint, so here I have a empty presentation. If I paste, so this is the screenshot. I like to put a border so I can see what the screenshot is. And from here with PowerPoint you can insert other texts. You can use like a text box, and you can have like a text somewhere. You can move that around, or have like a title somewhere. And then you can add a new page with a new trade. So you have a file only for one asset if you want. Something that I personally use is the Microsoft OneNote 2016. So this is a free software that you find online, and it's similar with Evernote. In here, this offers you a better organization. So if I open a notebook here, new notebook, and I give it a name, just call it journaling. And inside here, this is the notebook, and here you already have a section where you can add texts, can copy paste screenshots, make them smaller if you want, can move them around without any issue. And here you can add different pages. This is the title of the page, so we can call this can just write the asset and the date. You can also have a date here with an hour, or you can just delete them by pressing your delete key. Rename. You can call this the name of the asset. Then you can have like a new section, and then you can also group them by adding a new section group. So this group can be your trades. You can drag this here, and you can have another group with backtesting. Backtesting, and you drag this in here, and this is going to be Red S&P 500. So you can add other assets, you can organize them wherever you want. This is how I do it. And in here I can add different pages if I want to, or I can just add the trades one after the other here. Very simple. I like to scroll and see them when I add them here. Then you can have another one here. So you can add a note that so you write the exact reasons that you have in your mind. The price closed below with a bearish candle, black body, and the price and the stop loss was moved under this candle. So you can add like a small line in here showing where the price was moved. You can make that red, you can bring it on top. So the loss, it's from the entry price to here. Okay, so here if you save this as a screenshot, you can exactly see what happened. So if you use PowerPoint, if not, if you use this one. So this is the next trade. And this is important because you want once a week or once every 2 weeks to just check all the trades that you saved in the last time and just have an idea about what happened. This will give you a lot of ideas about the market, and you'll start to understand what's going on and how the market moves. And every time you have an idea, you can just open this and have a look at it instead of just going into the charts and looking for something that you've seen before but you didn't save. So that's why it's good to save everything, and if you remember something, you know it's there, so you're going to go and look for it. And also in here you can write other notes. You can just write stuff if you want, if you have an idea. You can have, if you right click here, have a new section, and we can call it ideas. You can call this new ideas, and in here you can just write so you can just write ideas, rules. You can have another section, trading plan and rules. So here you can write entry rules, and here you start to write your entry rules, your stop loss rules. And if you save this, you'll have it all the time. So every time you start to look at your charts, you'll also open this and you'll just check visually that you respected all the rules. This is very simple to have all the things written down. And this is another software that you can use to take screenshots. So if I download for Windows, and if you, after you have installed this software and you go into options, you can choose some options here, like showing notifications and the hotkeys. You have a general hotkey, Alt plus Win plus space. So if you press those keys in the same time, you will take a screenshot. So let's see, if I press Alt, Windows and space, then you see select area, and I will select this area. Then you have those menus here, so you can insert a text if you want somewhere. You can add a line somewhere. Maybe you forgot to add a line. And then you can copy if you want to paste it in a PowerPoint or in OneNote, or save if you want to save it as a file on your computer. So if you copy this and you paste here, it's kind of the same thing, but you see you have those notes on the screenshot. But this is another free solution. All the softwares I'm showing you in these videos are free. You can check them. And as you can see, you can have many options to choose from. Just choose one. It doesn't matter if you change it later. It's important that you choose something and you start journaling immediately. And you'll see later that helps you a lot, and you'll be very comfortable with your trading strategy.